there's going to be some real talk happening today.
Yeah. Yesterday was a rough day.
Yesterday was a rough day. Hello, friends.
What's up, everybody?
Welcome to another video. Today is health update.
Yep.
It's month 3. We're in month 3, is that correct?
Yeah.
We finished 2 months. Yep. Also, my new obsession is doing the whoa. I know I'm like 2 years behind, but I do it all the time. Do you know what the whoa is?
Nope.
Yeah, you wouldn't. Okay, so I think there's going to be some real talk happening today.
Yeah. Yesterday was a rough day.
Yesterday was a rough day. So first of all, let's talk about what's been working really well. So why don't you take it from here?
Yeah, I think I'm over 15 pounds down now, 2 months in, which is exciting. We were talking yesterday that I can kind of start to tell that my body composition has started to shift a bit, and like my body shape, I guess, if that makes sense.
And he's downplaying it because he doesn't see it with his own eyes, but like, you guys, it's a transformation. Like, and it's just 15 pounds, but it's more you are consistently working out on the tempo every day, lifting weights and doing strength training, and your whole, like, especially like your upper body, it's just changed. Like, you look much more toned. You can definitely tell you've lost weight. You're just like killing it, man.
Trying to.
I'm really proud of you.
I did make a pretty big switch though from just base counting calories over to joining you on Weight Watchers. So there was a bit more consistency between the two of us when we talked about this stuff. So it wasn't me on one system and Maile on another. So now we're on the same nutrition system, which is good.
Yep. And I feel like Weight Watchers is a little more comprehensive than what you were doing before. You were just doing calorie counting, and Weight Watchers takes other things into consideration. And so it's good that we're both on the same system.
Water's been going good. I think that, and this is kind of getting into the next part of the video, but like the whole time that you were gone in New York, I was still like
killing it,
counting calories, drinking my water, and working out the whole time. So I haven't really had a break from it other than our planned breaks on Wednesdays where we got to stop counting calories at a certain point when it came time for dinner. But
so you've had no strikes this past month.
Nope.
0 strikes. He's put 0 money in the jar.
Nope.
You've stayed up on your water intake every day. You're working out at least 4 times a week. You've done like 7 days a week. I feel like at least 6.
Yeah.
And you haven't ever gone over on your points, even when we switched to Weight Watchers. So Eric is literally murdering this challenge. Like, he's killing it.
It's been going well. How have you been doing?
I don't want to talk about it.
Well, thanks for hanging out. Bye.
Okay, so for real, Eric and I had a come to Jesus yesterday that started off really badly, but ended off really goodly.
I had good intentions, but chose my words poorly.
He chose his words very poorly. So let me rewind the clock for you a little bit. At the beginning of January, I was doing great. I was down 7 pounds, and I was killing it on water, killing it on my points, killing it on working out, doing so good. And then I took my trip to New York, which you guys have seen New York videos I filmed with my mom and my sister in New York, and everything like flew out the window, okay?
I got a phone call from Shelly Hopkins, in fact, because we had agreed that the challenge wasn't going to stop while Maile was in New York. And I got a call from Shelly Hopkins, basically guilting me into saying, okay, it's fine, just whatever.
I was on vacation and I just felt so restricted, and I wanted to enjoy the things that they wanted to show me, you know, restaurants, and of course we were ordering in, but places to eat, ice cream, like fun stuff they wanted to show me so I could experience where they lived. And I just felt really restricted. And also my mom is an enabler, and sorry mom, but you are. I'm an enabler to her too. We're each other's worst nightmare when we're together and trying not to eat sugar. So all that to say, everything flew out the window in New York. And I was like, okay, it's fine. It's 1 week. It's not a big deal. I come back from New York. The next week is the worst work week I've had in a long time.
It was bad.
And not, it was just super busy. I had a lot going on at work, and outside of it, like things just kept going wrong. Like I just kept having to like put out fires, and it was a very overwhelming week, and it just kind of seemed to stack and stack and stack on top of me to the point where I couldn't deal anymore. The challenge was the last thing on my mind. Like, I could not think about maintaining my water, maintaining my points, maintaining my workout regimen. Anyway, because I had all this other stuff going on and I was so stressed out and so like stretched thin. And last week just sucked. Eric did a really great job at making me feel supported last week, and like it wasn't a big deal, but I did end up paying for all my strikes. Hello, Esme. Honestly, I lost count. Like, we figured it out pretty well. How much did I end up paying you at the end of January?
There were 10 strikes total, $50. And that's not counting while you were...
it was 60. It was 100% 60.
Oh, right. 12 strikes.
$60. And that didn't even count toward my New York trip because you exempted me. I lost it, you guys. I was just like, nope, can't think about this. Shoveling whatever crap in my mouth I want, like not drinking any water, like doing so bad. And honestly, like I knew that I was stressed about it and I knew that it was a problem, but I was kind of pushing it down and just like being like, I'll deal with this later. I'm just having a bad week and blaming it on the bad week. So that was the last week of January. The first week of February rolls around, the week that we're currently in, the first day of February. And I think to myself, okay, here's the start of a new month. The jar is wiped clean. I don't have any strikes. I'm going to do great. And I end that night eating a pint of ice cream. A pint of ice cream, you guys. Didn't drink any water. Like, I could not get back into it. Couldn't do it. And in my brain, it wasn't that big of a deal, again, because I was just pushing it down, pushing all my feelings and stress about it down, and stress about all these other things down. So flash forward to that evening, and Eric kind of called me out a little bit, started a conversation about essentially, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to just support you and be okay with whatever decision you're making in this challenge and keep taking your money? Or do you want me to push you a little harder and be your accountability partner and help you get back on track? He didn't say it like I just said it. I will tell you, he said
I did include the take your money part, but...
Yeah, he said it in not a very nice way, and he didn't mean to say it in a not very nice way, but I was more fragile than both of us realized, and so we had about
a long conversation.
2-hour-long conversation after all of it went down. But that's how Eric and I worked through our disagreements and fights, if you call them. Like, we address it completely 100% in the moment, no matter if it takes 2 hours, and make sure at the end of it that we're both good. And so through that discussion, I kind of aired all my grievances, not about Eric, but about how stressed I was and all the things I was worried about in my life, and realized that I was a lot more anxious, a lot more stressed, a lot more non-healthily functioning than I realized. And also realized some things, kind of got out some things, some kind of not very productive, but necessary to say out loud feelings about the difference between Eric and I's journey and, you know, seeing him do freaking amazing and have all these fantastic results, and me just feeling like I'm accomplishing nothing. Like, I already felt like the odds were stacked against me, and like, what was the use of even trying?
Well, and part of the reason, the other part of the reason why I made the switch to Weight Watchers is because me counting calories, I had these very large numbers that I was trying to stay under, and you kind of felt like there was a disconnect there compared to your numbers. So I got on the same program as you, and then I had almost double the amount of points
like, the points I'm allotted on Weight Watchers, and I won't go into how it's structured or anything like that because you can look into it if you want, but I get 32 points a day. How many points a day do you get, Eric?
55.
What?
Like, I can eat another meal and a half basically every day.
So all this to say, a conversation needed to be had, and I feel a lot better. And
you tried out the tempo after our conversation.
I tried out the tempo after our conversation, and really liked it. Gonna continue with it, I think. Try a full program. We decided that for my mental health, for resetting together, that we are going to try a cleanse.
Not a
cleanse. But what I'm calling a cleanse, we're not drinking just juice for the next 30 days or anything like that, okay? We're doing a cleanse of, one, we got rid of everything in our pantry and fridge and freezer that was a snacky thing that wasn't healthy. And honestly, there wasn't that much. We've been doing pretty good, but we got rid of all the rest of the things that were just in there. We decided that we're not going to order in at all.
We deleted the apps from our phones.
We deleted Uber Eats and Postmates from our phones, and we're gonna just focus on staying on track for the next 21 days. That's our focus. No ordering out, not even like coffee from Starbucks that's healthy. Like,
we're doing a pause on the Wednesday cheat nights just for the next 3 weeks, just to get back on track.
Yep.
And the pint of ice cream on the 1st of February won't be held against Maile.
So all this to say, I've been on the struggle bus, but it's okay. I'm acknowledging it. I'm talking about it because I shouldn't feel ashamed. I shouldn't feel bad about myself. This is all part of the process. The most frustrating part to me, and I know I shouldn't harp on this because it's, again, not what this process is about. I know we've said this before, but the weight is what is bothering me so much and what I just keep focusing my brain on. I feel like a failure because I keep, and I've talked about this in my weight loss journey video that I posted a couple months ago. I'll link it here. But look at Esme's. She's just like staring. But I have been in this dance with myself for the past 6 months, maybe year at this point, of doing really good, losing 5 pounds, and then gaining it all back. Losing it, gaining it back, losing it, gaining it back, 5 pounds here, there. So the 7 pounds I was down, gained it all back in the past 2 weeks. Like, how you gain 7 pounds in 2 weeks, I don't know. God, it's so annoying. So that's the most frustrating part, is the weight for me. Right, Esme? I know.
She stared right into the camera for some reason.
Such a dork. And I know that it's not about the weight, and I know that I shouldn't focus on that, but that is the hurdle that I'm just like, I want it to be different. I want it to change right now. And it feels insurmountable, and so why try, you know?
Yeah.
When I just keep losing and gaining the same 5 pounds over and over and over again.
Yo-yoing.
So I'm back at my starting weight. Not today, though. Today I am down by my starting weight by 1.4 pounds.
That's awesome.
Thanks.
Hey, it's a pound.
I'm just gonna keep going. I'm just gonna keep freaking going. We're just gonna stay on track for the next 21 days.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm 15 pounds down over 2 months, but if you all remember from an earlier video, I lost 11 pounds in like the first 2 weeks. And so it's been a long slog for the next 6 weeks that like I have not been progressing like crazy. So, I mean, it hasn't been all sunshine and rainbows.
So, but you've also been weightlifting in there and gaining lots of muscle tone, which is more pounds.
I know. I'm just trying to be supportive.
Thanks. So, all this to say, I'm in a much better headspace. I'm feeling better mentally. I'm not really there yet, but I know I need to work on it. And I've done super good today. I did super good yesterday. And I'm just going to keep going. Like, I'm just going to keep trying. So for the next 21 days, we're hitting it hardcore. And I don't even know why I thought of the word cleanse or came up with 21 days. There's literally no...
3 weeks. There wasn't any like deeper logic behind the 21 days or the word cleanse. It's more of just like a hard reset kind of thing of...
Just for my brain alone.
Yeah.
Eric doesn't need the reset. He's just coming along with me to be nice and help me out because my brain needs a hard reset. And so that's what we're doing. I'm excited because I think in 21 days, I can lose more than 5 pounds and maybe finally go over that hurdle. We'll see. I don't freaking know, you know? I'm on the struggle bus, clearly. But I'm on the other side of it. I'm seeing the light at the end of the tunnel and I'm feeling better. So
you can do it.
I can do it. I'm hopeful that next month's video will be a positive update. Not that this wasn't positive, this is just real life, and I didn't have that great of a month, challenge-wise. I had a really great month in New York with my family, but I'm hoping that this will be the kickstart that I need. I don't have any money in the jar currently, I don't have any strikes currently, and I want to keep it that way. I don't want to pay $60 like I did last month. Oh my God.
She paid for most of this.
It would have been...
I got a new fitness tracker.
I got him a new fitness tracker, apparently. Me and all my bad eating decisions. So all this to say, real life, you know, Eric is freaking amazing. He's crushing it. He's killing it.
Part of the conversation we
I'm proud
had
of
yesterday was, this is like a typical pattern for me though, of like, when I make a decision to do something, I sprint out of the gates and I do really well. And then the first time I trip, I just fall completely off the wagon, and I just haven't hit that point yet. So there will be a video to come, more than likely, where it's like, guys,
I can't do this anymore.
it was real bad.
I'm done.
I ate a dozen donuts at like 2 a.m. It was wild.
Where'd you get a dozen donuts at 2 a.m?
Gas station?
Ew.
Or Walmart?
We are very different people. Okay, so I would literally never.
Gas
never
stations
mind,
have
never
Krispy
mind,
Kreme
never mind.
donuts in them now.
Okay. They're not made by Krispy Kreme donuts.
So health, fitness.
I know, now I just want freaking donuts. So, I'm on the up and up. Eric's killing it. This was January. We'll see you in February for hopefully a much more positive update. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you want to follow along on our health journey and see more of our videos. And comment down below. What have you been struggling with this past month? Have you been crushing it like Eric? Have you been on the struggle bus like me? Are you somewhere in between? We want to know.
Esme.
Like Esme. They can't see her, but she's a dork. All right, thank you guys so much, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.